Yeah. Woo.
Okay, am I on? Hello there. I'm Funkmaster MP. I'm going to be running Diablo today, or I hope I will be. Let's introduce my couch. So I have Morgan over here, or Morgan Dead. I have Shining Face. I have Covert Muffins. I have Saji. I have Cube Face, and then NG Burns over here, as well as Swag and Neko. Yes, Neko, who is also Spyro. So she's awesome. So I can get this going in just a second.
I'm so excited for this run, man.
Thank you. I am too.
Nice.
What was the incentive name again?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
All the memes.
Okay. Oh, I'm so used to my splits. I'm like getting ready.
Yeah, right. That's so funny.
Okay. Can I go whenever? Okay. So I'm going in 3. Oh, wait 1 second. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Okay, so this is a little different than normal any percent.
What can I do for you?
Oh, is that? Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, game over. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually farming Griswold instead of the normal Adra, which is far out to the other side.
Whoa,
I'll
do for you?
Or I won't do her. I'll be farming her again later too. But right now I'm just doing this because I need an item specifically with 4 or 5 magic. It can't be anything but a chest piece or a helmet. If it's either of those, I basically can go on with the rest of the run. If I can't find those, well, let's just say this is a great time for donations. And so far, it's a great time for donations.
Whoa, what can I do
We have $5 from Das Die. I sense a soul in search for speed. What a cute guy you are, Funkmaster. Good luck with the run, and remember, don't drink the golden elixir.
Oh, tragic story, actually. The golden elixir is in regards to Lockdownen, which is Leoric's. Oh, sorry, spoilers. Leoric's head knight, and Leoric kind of curses him and everything when they actually slay Leoric because Leoric's gone mad from Diablo and Lazarus. So it's a very tragic story.
Whoa, what can I do for
although
you?
he retains his sanity, at least. That's the main benefit here. Okay, sorry. Go back. You can do it again.
We have $15 from CarbCat. I already made my donation earlier, but between Dark Souls and Kid 8's details on the amazing work PCF is doing, here's some more.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Yeah, Griswold is pretty chill. So once again, this is going to take a few minutes. If it takes too long, I can always go to a backup. But it usually only takes about 3 minutes in total. What's my timer? Oh, okay, I got plenty of time.
Yeah, you're fine, man.
That's supposed to be peeking at that.
What's wrong? I'm sorry. You didn't see anything. Oh, regs! I love regs. Okay, so now I can actually start the run. So, woo! Right. So one thing I'm going to be doing right now is something called duping. It looks like I'm throwing items on the ground like almost like a crazy man. But no, trust me, it's actually there's a very specific reason to it, and that is because it gets me lots of money. So basically, by clicking on something on the ground at the same time as clicking on something in your inventory, you can turn the something in your inventory into the something on the ground.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So by doing this, we can basically get all of the gold that we need for the entirety of the run, which is around... Oh, I missed one. Oh.
That's not like you.
I'm sorry. It's around 70K. Oh, I missed another. This is all RNG.
Just cancel the speed run. All right.
Oh my! I swear I'm the best in the world. Well, at this.
Because you're the best
around. Nice one.
No problem, man.
So I don't think we explained this at the start, but this isn't a normal any percent sorcerer run. We're actually going to be making it to the end of the game at level 1. So that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
Everything does 1,000,000 damage near the end, and you have to basically do a pacifist run and not kill anything up until Diablo.
Well, you don't really kill Diablo.
Okay,
I'll show you what we mean later. but you don't exactly kill him. He's
You just have a friendly chat with him.
well, it's more of a almost like a dance.
can I do for
You'll see what we mean. You'll see what we mean. It's very interesting though. I swear. So now that we've got all our gold and perfect.
Oh my God, can you not?
I'm sorry. I'm genuinely curious. So yes, now that I've got all of my gold, I'm going to be duping this again because, well, rags are kind of rags, you know. They're meant to be thrown out. So what happens is armor in this game actually breaks if it takes enough damage. So rags, having 6 durability, breaks really quickly. So we have to dupe it just so that if it breaks, we don't have to suddenly farm Griswold all over again for more items. So
What are you
now,
buying?
what are you buying? Now we're doing. Oh my goodness. Now we're doing the Adria grind, which
What are you buying?
is.
What are you
Oh, this cracks me up.
Trust me, this is way better than the normal one.
If you really insist on wanting to see the normal one, we did that last year, or not last. 2 years ago, at AGDQ 2016. So that was I Sent a Soul in Search of Answers, a phrase I never want to hear again. So don't even try. But yes, so now we're farming for Mana Shield. I missed that. Now we're
What are you
buying
What are
Mana
you
Shield,
buying?
Firewall, Telekinesis,
What are you
Holy
buying?
Bolt, Town Portal.
What are you
There's a
buying?
lot of different books we're buying here.
What are you buying?
Arguably, I'm surprised this wasn't
What are you
in the
buying?
awful block, but thanks, I guess.
Oh man.
Listen, the awful block is for awful games, not awful runs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no!
I love you, Funk. I'm sorry.
You didn't do that, did you? Oh, you're gonna get full of it, Shiny. I swear.
What are you
Why is this guy even still on my couch?
GDQ bans.
What are you
So
What are you
far,
buying?
the only book I really need
you
left
buying?
is either Town Portal
What are you
or Firewall at this point, or actually
you buying?
Firewall and or
What are you buying?
yeah, something like that. I need Firewall.
are you
The
buying?
Town Portal is more of just beneficial. So
What are
when
you
I'm buying
buying?
here, I'm not actually buying any.
What are you buying?
I'm buying. God dang it! I'm buying Firewall. Quiet, Adria.
What are you buying?
Yeah. So what I need from Adria once again is the Firewall. But the thing is, I'm not actually looking at the names of the
What are
spells
you
because well,
buying?
names are
What are you
names are
buying?
too hip for me. Sorry. So I'm looking
What
at
are
the
you buying?
spell costs, and the spell.
What are you buying?
Pardon?
Interesting.
Really?
buying?
Spell cost. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm looking at the spell cost.
What are you
And the spell
buying?
cost is,
are
for
you
example, for
buying?
Firewall, 6K.
What are you
so
buying?
all you look at, for the most part,
What
is
are you
looking at the
buying?
spell. Oh, 6K! Oh, I got it. So I didn't even see that it was a Firewall. I just saw the 6K. And I knew, as we all do. So let's use that. Oh, that's a terrible item. Why do we still have that? And then let's dupe our Firewall. Or Firewall, and now buy the rest of the potions. So the start of this run is a lot slower because you are literally doing this at level 1, so you need a little more prep, just a bit.
Luckily, there's not as much farming later on in the game as in the original run, though.
Oh no! I forgot I have to fill these up with potions, unless you want me to inventory dupe afterwards, which I can show off anyways, but that's irrelevant.
you
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so nervous. I'm forgetting things. But this is actually one of the cooler runs, I would say, out of the Diablo speed runs. There's this, there's any percent, and then that other thing people run. I think they call it glitchless. But anyways, yeah, so this isn't glitchless. We are doing lots of glitches. Arguably intended glitches, because they never were patched.
I don't think that's how that works.
Quiet. Oh yeah, spells. Yeah, so there.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Yeah, he says that a lot. Yeah, the sanctity of this place has been fouled. Oh, wait. Okay, so now I'm going to be getting something called low HP. No, that's too high. No, that's
What? What?
So, this firewall is really bad. What do I do? What do I do? Swing, swing, batter, 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 swing. Oh, no, that's too high too. So one thing this game does is there's something called an RNG seed. We figured this out. So there's something called an RNG seed. So based off of the RNG seed, this isn't gonna work. Oh, great. Okay, so long story short, based off of the RNG seed, every time you reload the game, the seed resets. So it's really nice. Oh, I killed something. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so we'll
Ooh.
stand in this doorway and let one of these guys basically just hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Yeah. They're not firing away though. So low menu. Low HP requires me to actually have the same HP as my level or lower than my level. So the trick. Oh, my armor. No, my armor. Oh no. Oh, I'm doing so many things at the right time. Okay. So low HP allows me to no longer be stunned. And it's really cool. It's because, like, as a seasoned adventurer, any damage that is, like, less than or equal to your level, why would it stun you? You know, level 4,000, why would a 1 damage stun you? It doesn't make sense. So we're using that to our advantage, and the fact that... Oh, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay, two, one, one, one,
Come
one,
on.
one. One
Come
more.
on.
One more.
One more. Oh
Okay,
no.
so
close.
Hey! Yo! Oh! No! No! Oh man, I feel so. Oh.
This is so stupid.
I told you it's an awful block game. So
Wow.
now we need him to.
Oh man. Come on, one time.
Where would you put this? On? Where do you think? Okay, so yeah.
So basically, the damage that enemies do is within a range. He's hoping for a 2 and then a 1. Nope.
That's a
yeah,
4.
that's not happening.
Oh, there!
Or 3.
Run!
Okay,
Run away!
saved. Oh, saved.
I'm on a shield.
Okay, so now where's the cloak? Come on, stand off the cloak.
Get
Thank
the,
you.
put
Okay,
the-
there we go. Okay.
Hey!
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, Waller's.
Or a 3. That works too.
Okay.
That's
Wait,
math.
was that a 3? Oh no, that. Oh,
This
okay.
run is going perfectly.
When he says that, he actually means it. Like this run, there's so much RNG, it's insane. The RNG in this run can differ from like 3 minutes to 40 minutes. And I'm not kidding when I say that. I had a race with Cube Face and Shining over here, and I think Captain Clever was in the same one, right? Anyways, if not, I had a race with them, and I was destroying them because I'm a god at this game, right? But then the tragic thing happened, and it was I shopped at Adria for a good 16 minutes. It was great. I had so much fun. Needless to say, I didn't win that game, but it was still pretty fun. So this is a
Nice.
really bad cathedral. Cathedral in general has oh wow, never mind, it's not too bad.
Nice.
Hey.
I
it's
do
a
want to
staircase.
interject quickly and say that you can still get your bids in for Baldur's Gate 2 character name. We are going to be closing that very soon.
Sorry about that. Or no, thank you. Sorry.
I love you, man. You're just so positive. It's so great.
People say it's because I'm Canadian.
Yeah,
Okay, so we do have the butcher incentive. So, well, nice thing about bosses in this game is they're actually worthless to kill. Oh, no! I have no HP. Oh, okay, now I have mana shield. Okay, so listen carefully.
The spirits of the dead are now
Oh,
avenged.
I killed a mob. I'm sorry. Oh, now I died. Oh, I'm so bad. Okay, so most people remember the butcher as this,
The
He doesn't
spirits
die
of the
like that
dead
normally.
Are now avenged.
What happened? He actually died really quickly. Okay. Most. Sorry. No, that's a joke.
I think it's because you killed him and then reloaded and then
No.
killed him again.
No, I'm sorry. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. What I mean is most people remember him as like this huge, impossible guy that took like forever to kill and was impossible to kill. But lo and behold, you just drop a firewall and close the door. Good game. Where is this stairwell?
All right, so a little explanation on the way that maps generate. Basically, in the cathedral, there are 4 pillar rooms, and everywhere except for the 4th level of the cathedral, it will never spawn on the top. So he basically has, it's laid out in diamonds, the way that the map is done. So it can only be in 3 of the diamonds on the first one, and he's just getting very unlucky.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like Shining was saying, there's a subsection within the map, and it generates. One thing you'll see actually me do is manipulate that phase seed that I was talking about earlier. So, by swinging, by swing, you can actually progress entries down the seed. So, I know that, for example, the first phase, every single time I load that map, it will send me up. So I'm like, oh, that's not where I wanted to go. So then by using the manipulation, I can be like, hey, I don't want to go up, so let's go down. And that's why I did.
So the bad thing about phasing over teleport is that phasing is basically a random direction. The way that it sends you is based on the seed. And you can manipulate that, like you said, by swinging, and it'll change which direction you go. But it's really bad when you're trying to get out of a bunch of mobs when you're not going in the right direction, because they can just surround you and just instantly kill you. Luckily, there's no stun lock because of the glitch, but you can die very quickly, especially in the later levels.
What is happening? Where? Do you know where this is, Shiny?
Either bottom left or left.
Bottom left. I wonder. Did I miss it? No.
No.
Because it can't go beyond here.
No.
This is insane. This is really bad RNG. Thanks, game.
It can't be top, so it must be left.
Oh, this
or you missed it.
It's one of these.
Yeah.
No. So basically, there's a subsection, right? And the subsection can, at the very, very rim of it. This is literally at the very rim of it. It can spawn. But levels like that, you.
Oh, this is the good one. Yeah, that made up for it.
Give it.
Oh man!
What? Oh my God! Are you kidding me? What? Okay. All right. So it's not quite my caves tier.
Wow.
I one time literally had it so that every single level of the caves, it just spawned right in front of it. That was
kidding me?
I've never had that happen ever again. That
Wow.
was probably one of the better ones I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Forgot mana. I have mana. Yes. Instead of HP in this game, you have mana because I have mana shield. Mana shield reduces all damage done by or taken by 30%, but you have to realize your HP is now mana. So by doing that, by realizing that, you suddenly don't die as often. Don't worry, I'm good.
This man is a professional. Don't you ever judge him.
I'm professional at throwing. Whew. Oh, okay, that was a good phase. So we're encountering one of the most hated enemies in this run, and that's those little bats. Those guys actually, what they do is they come in, and then they block your way. And that's all they do. That's their entire purpose in this run, is to block your way. And it's really annoying. It's really annoying. I'm not kidding when I say that. Because what they do is they come in, they attack, and then they move back. But because they
nice. That was a good phase.
go in, back, and front, they're constantly taking 2 positions in the map. And because of that, though, you're...
Oh my God!
Are you kidding me,
You were
dude?
one off of getting a perfect one. That's crazy. That's
Unbelievable.
that's unreal.
Wow.
That was like one of the best ones I've
Such a
seen.
rough part of the game, too.
If this is like less than, what was it, 19 minutes, that would be a world
Oh
record.
my God! Are you
Are
kidding me?
kidding me?
Oh, this is great. Oh, I'm so tempted to look over at the time.
Don't do it.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Aw, I'm sorry.
Okay, so now that we're down in the caves is terrible because it can only ever spawn on top left surface. So you'll most likely want to be checking the top left wall. Except for some reason in this game, the developers thought it would be funny if on random blocks in the middle of the stage that are at least 3 wide, it can just randomly spawn there. So you could be looking along the edges because that's the best way to do it, but it could just spawn like in the middle of nowhere, and it's like almost impossible to find.
Come on, FaZe, really? How much have I done for you in life? I discovered how you work. Most people thought you were random. I believed. So, so a lot of people, when they think of phasing, they think of completely random anywhere on the screen. It will teleport you. They're liars. They're complete liars. They've never done their work. So what actually is it teleports you in one of the 4 cardinal directions, random. But it's in a 3x3 tile, so it's not as random. So what you can do is you can actually block off as many tiles as you want of those, and then it won't send you there. And when it doesn't send you there, you're really happy. The only problem is it's not perfect, as in like you can block off as many tiles as you want, but sometimes it just won't send you in the direction.
Oh, this is a bad one.
Yeah, so this is one of the islands, as Shining was saying, that it will just spawn anywhere in the randomly anywhere in the middle of the map. So, oh, hey, there's my settings again.
Bottom left, maybe?
Usually what
Yes,
happens.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Called it.
Woo! I love you, stairwells. Okay, so we're coming up to like a key portion of the run, which is basically, how would I say it? We go, Adria, what are you buying? She actually sells things based off of how far you've progressed down in the dungeon. So one of the nice things though is at dungeon level 12, we can buy a lot of really cool things from her. In any percent, we buy teleport. Oh, that's not a good face. I don't like that face. Why are you doing this to me? But yes, wrong way. But at least it skipped going around the entire way. So that saved me probably like a second, and risked saving me no seconds. So I'm happy it did save me a second. Oh, come on.
So one of the quirky things about phasing and teleport is that when you're teleporting, if there's an enemy on the tile it's going to teleport you to, it'll basically say, okay, well, you're not going that direction, so you're going to go one of the other 3. So what you most likely want to do is you want to try and block yourself off by walls and enemies, so it will force the phasing to go the direction you want it to.
This is a really, really bad level.
Yeah, caves is like absolutely the worst. It's probably my least favorite of them.
I was telling Cube for years that the caves was the worst.
Years.
But he always told me, no, it's the cathedral, or not cathedral. Cathedral's easy. He always told me it's the catacombs, and I was like, I don't know. But slowly but surely, I actually started to agree with him. So yes, catacombs are the worst. Yes. The caves are slightly not as bad.
I disagree.
Oh man.
Then again, you have the world record, so who am I to say?
Oh, it's right here! Oh no! Woo! Okay, no! Ah!
Oh, no! At least you know where it is now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was a really bad level. As you can probably
As caves
tell.
normally is.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Woo! Okay. So yeah, we're going back now. We can finally get our staff of. Oh yeah. So what we're coming back for is a staff of wizardry. So we're level 1, right? Yay! Level 1 0 experience. Which is great and all. It's amazing. It's really cool. But the problem with that is we can't do anything right now. We are extremely weak. We're surviving, but we're surviving by the tip of our toe. So we're barely even surviving. So 2 things we're going to get now will allow us to do that surviving. That's really important. I'm considering Diablo can one-shot me right now. So, what are you buying? I thank you guys so much. Thank you for the donations to get this sound file in. My favorite 2 were definitely this one and what's the Symphony of the Night? Thank you. Those are my favorite 2. They're awesome. On my stream though, I do use Tuturu or doo-doo-doo. Those ones.
He's also a weeb.
You got a problem with that?
What are you
Oh no.
What are you
I could go on about weebing all day long. I'm
All right,
sure.
so this would probably be a good time for donations.
Yeah, oh, for sure, sure.
What are you
Boy. So before I get to donations, I have a question for all of you. So I know all of you wanted to see Dark Souls. You very generously raised $75,000, but how would all of you like to see a couple of the bosses of Dark Souls 3 beaten blindfolded?
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
really
pretty cool.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. We have just opened up that incentive. It is a $25,000 incentive. You guys do not have a lot of time to get in for that, but that does sound really awesome, so definitely get your donations in for that.
Yo, we can totally do that. Let's go, guys.
Okay, so I found my Staff of Wizardry, but let's not stop there. So now that I don't have a Staff of Phasing, because I have a Staff of Wizardry, I need actually to get a Book of Phasing. So the spell that I've been using thus far is called Phasing. I think I mentioned that a few times before. But yeah, the spell I'm using right now is called Phasing. Normally in the any % route right now, I would actually just be looking for Teleport. It's a 20k item. It's really annoying. It hurts so much thinking of it. That's that 16-minute shop buy, by the way. So shops in this game, every time you go back to town.
What are you buying?
Sorry, water. I should have drinking before this. So yeah, shops in this game. Every time you go down a dungeon level, it increases the shop pool, and every book has its own weight on how often it will show up. So, like teleport. Oh, we just saw teleport. Teleport in general is a very low spawn rate because of its weighting, and there's a ton of items. And the problem we're having right now is we're looking for. We're wanting to buy. What are we buying? We're looking to buy phasing, and we're fighting against like potentially 30 or 20 other bucks. So it might take me a second. So donations, fire away.
All right, we have $10 from Twodiddy1.
Love you too, Diddley.
Funkmaster, can you dupe the money raised too?
The money raise?
Yeah, dupe the money raised. I mean, it's easy. You just did it in Diablo. You can do it with the money raised.
Is there a cursor for real life? Okay, so we have phasing, we have our Staff of
I cannot cast that here.
that thing,
I cannot cast
and
that
now
here.
I cannot cast that here. Yes, exactly. So yes, we have our Staff of Phasing. Oh no, we have our Staff of Wizardry, and we have our Book of Phasing, which we just learned. So now one thing we're going to do is learn a ton of Firewall. Every time we learn Firewall, hey, it gets pretty much awesome because suddenly it's 6 seconds longer. So if I stand in a firewall accidentally, I'm damaged for that 6 seconds longer for life. Which isn't that big of an issue. But for the person who it is an issue for is Diablo. So you'll see what I mean in a bit. Donations, fire away.
Donations. We have $10 from RyanLocky32.
Ryan Lockey! Sorry. He's a high school friend of mine. He's awesome.
Wow.
He doesn't play this game. He doesn't care at all for this game, but he's pretty chill. Sorry. Back to Ryan Lucky's quote.
See, Ryan Locky says, shoutouts to Funkmaster MP. Good luck on the run.
Thank you.
We have $200 from Crabman. Stay a while and speed run.
I'm sorry, Kane. I'm sorry. We do actually see Kane once in this run, but you'll see how much we see Kane, and it's not for a while listening.
So the rest of Crabman's message, first time donation, don't forget to find Ogden's sign. Good luck, Funkmaster, and don't lose a leg.
Oh, Steel Lords. Oh, no. No, wait. Steel Lords is good. It's just, they hurt. And I'll try not to lose legs. Usually I lose a staff or something. But Steel Lords, what the thing is when you have Steel Lords, oh, wow, that's a lot of dogs. Wow. I call them the demented dogs because they're kind of just, I don't know, they're kind of demented. And the other, like, there's cats in this game, like on the first level. I call the deranged cats because they're kind of deranged, you know. So they're pretty crazy. So Yes, so what you just saw me do there was something called Warlord of Blood. So it's a certain quest that spawns, and did I?
You didn't use your.
Oh!
You didn't use Spanish.
Whoops. Yeah.
As intended, it's RNG, Minip.
I'm nervous. Give me a break. Yeah, but yeah, so Warlord of Blood, all it is a quest where a guy wants to talk to you for a while about his life endeavors, and you just kind of cut him off, and you're like, no. So he rages, and then he tries to like kill him. It's really weird. But yes, donations. Sorry.
We have $25 from the Tedster.
Oh, Tedster! Yeah, he's on my Discord.
Hey, sure.
Yay, Discord. Hey, Funk, the Tedster here. Hope you had fun this week. Greetings from Florida. You can earn Games Done Quick $25 more if you speak the Abandon Your Foolish Quest portion of the run.
Okay, that's really easy. Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of your master. Or my master. You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him in hell.
Nice, dude.
Thanks.
And that's $25 right there.
I'll hold you
Wow.
to that, Ted. So Ted and me, we were supposed to do a dance-off at this GDQ. DDR, calm down, calm down. But he chickened out, and it looks like I'm the default winner. So. Yeah!
Well, coincidentally, you're going to be doing that dance with Diablo, so I think he's got you covered. there.
You'll see how much he dances. It's crazy. He might very well have a PhD in ballerina dancing. So,
I don't think that's a real degree.
how could you say that? He didn't mean it, guys. He didn't mean it. So this is actually basically the second hardest the second hardest room in the run. So what's in this room is Lazarus. You know, the guy who I just quoted, right? That guy. So you'll hear a part of the quote from him. Open up, door. You'll hear part of the quote from him this time. I can play it. No. Should I play it through? I don't know. I don't think so. It's too long. Anyways. But yeah, you'll hear part of the quote from him. And this area is really hard because we can't phase in here. So I have to actually walk through all these small corridors. It's a nightmare. It's boring as heck. But
Well, luckily, it's not RNG though. It's the same room every time.
actually, with level 1%, it is RNG.
Oh,
Sorry.
is it actually?
Sorry, Shining. So mob AI in this game is really awkward.
You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him in hell.
Oh, you did hear it. Okay, there you go. Sorry, it took me a little longer. But what happens is these succubus, or I mean ladies with bat wings. Don't worry, PG-13.
Your madness
Sometimes
ends
they'll
here,
actually block this
betrayer.
corridor I'm in right now. I was pointing to it with my hand. I'm sorry.
Also, he just put firewalls down, just walked away, and he died.
Yeah, so this is a pacifist run. As you can see, I didn't gain experience, so...
No, he didn't die. He just ceased to exist.
Well, no, what was happening is he was so happy that I actually listened to his statement this time, his long dialogue, or monologue, or whatever you want to call it, that he just actually freely just sat in it. He just sat in it. He's like, you know what? That's everything I need in life. So, that was Lazarus. Now we're on to the hardest level in the game. Oh wait, what? That's phasing. What? Telekinesis. Sorry. This is the only use of telekinesis in this game. But there's no such thing as scrolls of telekinesis. Oh, yeah, HP. Scrolls of telekinesis in this game. So this game is greatly programmed, as in amazing. As in there's nothing to break in it, right? So here's a wall. Here's no wall. So what happens is the game only checks if that switch, one of the switch. Oh, buy potion. If one of those switches have been hit, and if they haven't, or if one of them have been hit, when you reload, it checks and it's like, hey, this switch has been hit. So then it opens. Where's Diablo? He should have followed me right around here. Wait, is he? Oh, yeah. So he's a dancer. No. Okay, that's not enough. So this is the joy of Firewall. Okay, so the joy of painting. Yes. Oh, oops. Firewall, come on! I swear I'm good at this game. Don't judge me. Okay.
You got this, man.
Thanks. I believe in you too. Okay. So here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here is a really cool thing. So the game actually likes Firewall. So Firewall is really cool. Firewall is our coolest spell. So I'm beating the game with no hands right now, Mom. So
What is going on? This is so crazy.
So Firewall, every time you level up, increases the duration, like I said. And Firewall also increases its damage. Oh, we win! Yeah! Time. Yeah. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, so Firewall, as you go further down the dungeon, it does more damage, which allows us to beat Diablo because every one of our spells do like 1 to 2, and then this one does like 30 damage per second. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
So this is Diablo. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you, GDQ. Thank you, tech staff. Thank you, donation readers. Musical Daredevil, you're the best. And thank you, my couch. You're awesome.
Yes.
And here's one of the most controversial cutscenes of all of Diablo. David Brevik, the actual game design or lead game design on this game, or lead director, game director. He's gone on in a lot of his videos saying about how basically this cutscene was made before the game even had its story. So they kind of had to adapt the ending to this cutscene. So if anyone's confused, like why is he shoving the stone in his head, like it's no one knows. It's because the cinematic team did that.
Wow.
One of the best games of all time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Besides this is an epic monologue. I can recite it, but I'm sure for time. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the Baldur's Gate 2 after this. See you around.